Well, other than maybe a few, unforced turnovers, there were a lot of good things. And the 38 assists is a great number. We had 21 at halftime. We were shooting for 40, didn't quite get there, but a lot of good things in the game. So good win for us.
What did you see, Rick, as the key to being as effective as you were from the jump? You got up double digits just a few minutes into the game and never gave it back.
Yeah, we had a good crowd today. It was an energetic building. Our guys jumped into the game. Certainly they've got more than half their team sitting out. That doesn't hurt your cause either. And so we did what we needed to do, which was to execute. Be unselfish. We did some good things defensively. Held them under 100, which is good. So got to just keep building on things. As we move into the last 10 games or 11 or 9 or whatever it is.
Maybe the individual highlight of the season came tonight, the Lance Stevenson behind the back pass, the Brissett dunk. From a coach's perspective, what did you see in a play like that?
It was spectacular. We've seen Lance make similar type plays, but he just, he sees the floor, and he put a little extra mustard on it, with the look off into the crowd and all that stuff. And then, Oshae made a really strong finish and got fouled. So really, I agree with you. I think it's one of the most unselfish and best plays of the season, and it'll be a highlight.
I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit. Oshae told me last week that he was the best dunker on the team in game. Do you have an opinion on that?
When you said it on the spot, are you comparing, was he comparing himself to me or something like that? How on the spot are you talking?
No, he was saying
that doesn't sound very on the spot.
He was saying he's better than Isaiah, he's better than Terry. He was kind of putting himself up the list of dunkers on the team.
Yeah, I'm the last person qualified to judge a dunk contest, I could tell you that. But I would tell you that, with Taylor, Jackson, Brissett, who else we got? Who?
Kiefer even got.
Yeah, I would put Sykes in that group too. As a guy that's really does some spectacular things too, and he had one in the game today as well. So I remember the '86 dunk contest was when Spud Webb kicked everybody's ass. So don't write off a guy like Kiefer Sykes. Yeah, but I would love to watch a four-way slam dunk contest with those four guys. After the season. After we get done. We want to still work on taking care of, trying to get better every day and all those kinds of things.
And then what do you think of the spark that Justin Anderson gave you all today? Season high, and I believe had 8 points in the first quarter.
Yeah, I know Justin well because, he played for us in Dallas. He started for us for a good stretch of his rookie year. And he had performances like this. He's a good 3-and-D guy. I like his versatility. He's very grateful for this opportunity. And, he's improved in some areas that are noteworthy. He's got a much better vision of the floor. His driving and kicking game and stuff like that has vastly improved. He shoots the ball well. And he's a great rebounder for his size. So, he's an NBA player. And, he belongs in this league somewhere.
Rick, as the losses pile up, how does the last couple of wins and new guys getting an opportunity kind of help reinforce what maybe you've been saying behind the scenes and experience a little bit of joy here late in the season?
Yeah, it's good. It's good to win some games. We're really focused on the process more than anything. We've made some real progress defensively in the last 3 or 4 weeks with just our overall philosophical approach. The guys are understanding it. We have some continuity now that we've made a trade and had these guys here for a while. So we're going to keep working on that. With 10 games left, I think it is 10 games. We're going to keep really focusing individually with guys, with film work and stuff, and on the floor of, things that they need to do to improve within our defensive system, things that they need to do offensively to become a piece that fits into our offensive system. And we've got to use this challenging year to be a springboard into this summer, the draft, free agency, and then next year. And so I've really liked the spirit of this team in the last 6 weeks. And, we've just got to keep moving forward. I mean, this last 3 weeks or whatever it is, going to be difficult. I mean, we're playing a lot of good teams during this stretch. But it's an opportunity to continue to grow.
Terry, a really efficient game for you today. Can you take us through your effort and how you were able to contribute in the way you were?
Just letting the game come to me, picking and choosing my spots, knowing when to shoot and when not to shoot, and just playing within the flow of the game.
Who is the best dunker on the team? Because Oshae told me last week it was him. After today, I don't know if you can convince him that he's not.
Nah, in-game Shea got it. I told him at halftime, I was like, I saw your little interview, and I was like, you got it, fam. Like, you got in-game dunking. I'll take warm-ups. So Shea got it.
And what does a play like that do for you all? Know even, you had a dunk, Kiefer had a dunk. What do those types of plays do for the team?
It gets us going. It's energy plays. Gets the bench up and excited, gets the fans going. It's energizes your team, especially an and one dunk like Oshae had. That just give us a jolt of energy and help us on the defensive end. And, you'll want to move the ball and get more plays like that.
Did you all give him some crap? Because he got hung on the one that was the first and one. I don't know if you saw. Did you all give him some crap for that?
Nah, we didn't say nothing to him, but, he almost got hung, but he made it, so it's all good.
The last one from me, you had, I believe you had a bunch of people from Austin P here today.
Yeah.
I was in an elevator with him. I saw like an entourage, like, they must be here for you. So what did it mean to have them here and to get the win?
It meant a lot, those are all my people there. So, just having them come up here and support me and, cheer on me the way that they did, it means a lot. And y'all know I'm always going to support my school. So, let's go P, baby.
All right, thank you.
Well, he got one more.
Oh, go ahead.
Considering the highs and lows of the season, got a couple of wins now, and like you were talking about, you had that dunk that kind of kept everybody engaged throughout that game. What was that experience like for you guys throughout the game, mostly standing up?
It's fun, we're sharing the ball, making exciting plays like that, and it just makes you want to go out there and compete and just give more energy plays to your teammates out there.
Like both of your perspectives here on what might have been the highlight of the year. You finished it off. Justin, you had a front row seat for it. Can you take us through that play from each of your perspectives? Start with you, Oshae.
Really started on the defensive end. Everyone was in their shifts, did a great job with that. And then getting out in transition, got to get the crowd into it. Lance gave a great pass. And, just had to show out. And I didn't even see Justin, honestly, until after the video. I saw the reaction. But, it was crazy. Definitely crazy, for sure.
And your perspective on it, Justin?
Are you kidding? I think I was everybody's reaction if you're watching the game on the couch. Like, that got everybody off their seat, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But, I can get like an and one finish, but to reverse it and get the and one and then knock down the free throw, that's big time. That was the play of the game for sure.
Can you take us, Justin, through your mindset here as you have at least 10 days? You're an NBA veteran, but what has kept you so driven to get back to moments like this and ultimately for more of them?
Yeah, I have the ultimate confidence in myself. Unfortunately, I've, dealt with some injuries, and that's been the only reason why I personally believe I haven't been able to showcase my talent in this league still. I had to sit out all last year due to a surgery, and every day I just kept my mindset locked in on what was going to be next. I had a lot of confidence in myself, and I bet on myself to go to the G League and take the G League route. Major props and shout out to those guys for helping me just to be myself, help lead that team. And then I knew that a blessing would come if I could just stay the course. I never looked too far ahead. I just took it one day at a time, and I plan on doing the same thing with this 10-day.
Oshae, what is the chemistry like with Lance, and what is it like playing with the guy who can make a play like that and you obviously finish it off?
Yeah, Lance is always really looking to get people going. he also knows how to get downhill really easy. So, him having that rim presence and everyone's really focused on him, it makes it a lot easier for all of us to cut, stay spaced or, do whatever really off ball. And transitioning, I know he's going to give it up anytime.
So I asked you last week who was the best dunker on the team in game, and you said it was you. So did you feel like you definitively put the crown on it today?
100%. Did it a long time ago. Did it again today. Yeah, for sure.
And then Justin, for you, mentally, I know you talked about having both your legs operated on. I guess mentally, how did you get through it, and who did you maybe lean on to just trust that you were taking the right path? That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I have a really good support system. My family, I have a big faith, and I knew that no one was going to feel sorry for me. This league is a lot of turnover every year. There's 60 coming in plus. And like I said, I just had to have the ultimate confidence in myself. I mean, I've played in a lot of high-level playoff games. I've played in a lot of NBA regular season games leading up to this. So I just knew that going into this surgery, that my confidence wasn't going to waver. I've been here before. I knew what the recovery was going to be like, and so I just took it very seriously. And I honed in on my skills. I got better. But as far as who I leaned on, it was really just me. For my German Shepherd lovers, I have a dog. I got a dog during that. He's the best thing ever. My girlfriend was there by my side. But outside of that, my family, I mean, very close inner circle that continue to push me on tough days and lift me up when things are going good. So just fortunate enough to have them, and going to keep that same energy, if you will, throughout.
Oshae, that play happened right before halftime, so I'm sure guys were either looking at phones or Zach or someone pulled it up at halftime. What was halftime like after that?
Exactly what you said. Everyone really looking at it, hyping up, and just hype for real. I mean, there's not much else. We still had obviously the second half, and we were focused on that, but we definitely enjoyed that for the first little bit before Coach walked in.
How beneficial just is a game like today where everything's kind of clicking, guys are in their groove, guys are getting opportunities, things like that?
Very. I mean, days like today really show what we could be once we, really play together and try to have fun. I think that's the biggest thing. Sometimes we go out there and we lose that side of the game. And I think today was just one of those days where we took a step in the right direction. We just got to keep building on it. We can't go back next game or try to build back up. We just got to keep, day by day trying to get better and learn each other even more. And I feel like we're moving in the right direction for sure.
Justin, how far in advance did you know, hey, you're getting a start here tonight?
I walked in and I saw my name on the board, and I was like, all right, like there's only one Justin now, so I knew it was me. But I tried to keep it cool, but on the inside I was tweaking.
Oshae, do you ever surprise yourself? And when did you know you were going to do that dunk, or was it just a natural, I'm in the air and just go for it?
I kind of had it planned a while ago because, I did the windmill, did the mailman. So I was like, okay, I need something else. And I know my next one when I get a fast break. I already planned that one for the next game. So I had that one planned. So, yeah.
Justin, how helpful is Malcolm in all this process to you? How much do you lean on him?
Malcolm is steady Eddie. You guys know that. You guys have been around him long enough. So to get here and, be welcome with a guy that I'm familiar with, we got to sit on a plane, sit beside each other on a plane my first day, my first game with this guy, with this group, and just chop it up. It is nice to be able to have a level of familiarity. I mentioned this before with you, but Oshae was also with me in Toronto 905, and his growth has been tremendous. He's going to put a lot of pressure on this league to get what he deserves. But it's very comforting when you have some familiar faces. I came into the draft with Miles Turner, got the chance to know him, but back to Malcolm, I mean, it's just very comforting to know that I have somebody that's in my corner, that he believes that I belong, and he believes that I'm going to get a great opportunity. And for him to be able to kind of reassure that has been awesome. Being able to be around his family, Lil Cassius, seeing her, watching her grow up. I mean, you can't plan that. Sometimes people have college teammates that you kind of grow apart from. But that's the one thing about UVA is we all stay in contact. We all stay connected. Speaking of UVA March Madness, we're not in it, but it's nice to be able to have that level of comfortability.
A lot of guys that were selected where you were in the draft that have had successful NBA careers previously, like you have, their ego might not allow them to go back down into the G League. Was that ever challenging for you, just taking that step initially?
No, I love this. I really do. And I knew going into it, I knew it wasn't going to be an easy road. I mean, Oshae understands this. Sure. Like it's a grind, and there's a lot of people that take advantage of their opportunity, and there's a lot of people who don't. And you know, sometimes you got to take the hard road, the road less traveled, and I was 2 feet in. I didn't think about getting call-ups. I didn't think about anything else but helping that team win and trying to play my best and be the best leader that I could be. So as far as ego, I never really let that get in the way. I really care about my teammates. I really care about last year not being able to be on a team. I remember someone asked me, like, what do you miss most about being in season? And I just said the camaraderie, just being able to get on a plane or being able to travel and come together when everybody's against you. So you miss those things, and you don't allow your ego to creep in when you're worried about the right stuff. So hopefully I can continue to keep that mindset and be the best teammate that I can be and just continue to prepare for what's going to come, you know, in the future.
To either of you, did Lance explain why he was pointing at what appeared to be Jenny or that celebration? Did he talk about that at all?
I ain't see it.
I didn't even see it, no. I don't know.